Go ahead. Hit me. Bam. And then I just said, is that what you wanted? Would you like another?
That is Johnny Depp testifying today in his defamation suit against his ex-wife, Amber Heard. But late this afternoon, Amber Heard's attorney got an opportunity to begin the cross-examination of Johnny Depp. And remember that one of the big questions here is that the op-ed at issue here, the piece she wrote in the Washington Post, didn't even cite Johnny Depp's name. So the defense's position is, why are you suing for $50 million if you weren't even identified? His response, of course, is that it was clearly about him. Here is a little piece of the cross-examination of Johnny Depp today.
Is that correct? She wrote it.
And the piece doesn't contain your name, correct?
No, it does not, no.
And other than mentioning the fact of abuse accusations that were made 2 years prior to the publication of this article, the opinion piece doesn't contain any details of your time together, correct?
I think that I think it's very easy to write a piece and put the finger on someone without saying their name. There are sneaky ways of writing things. And as I've...
Back with Jesse Weber and Imran Ansari from Law and Crime Network. Imran, you know, as I watched the cross-examination, just the very, very beginning of it, it got me thinking that it seems to me that Johnny Depp is here less about trying to prove that this article was of and about him, and more about trying to show that he was more broadly a victim in their relationship and doesn't deserve to have been banished from Hollywood.
Yeah, Dan, you get that sense because you have this case which is following that lawsuit that played out, that trial in the UK, which didn't turn out well for Johnny Depp. You sort of get the flavor that Johnny Depp is coming into court and he's seeking to sort of vindicate himself and clear his name. And it's less about the exact defamatory statement in that op-ed, which he's alleging, and that could be under this theory in defamation law of defamation by implication. So even though you don't name the person, it's so clearly about that person that it arises to a defamatory statement. And also the damages, you know, on cross-examination, Amber Heard's attorney really went to that claim of damages that he was X'd out, if you will, from the Pirates franchise, and got into the fact that the op-ed was published at a certain time where he may have already been ejected from the franchise. So they're attacking the damages portion of his claim, but also the liability portion of his claim. But I get the sense, Dan, that this isn't necessarily about that for Johnny Depp. It's about clearing his name after all the other public hoopla beforehand.
Because, Jesse, Johnny Depp fought very hard to have a camera in the courtroom. Amber Heard didn't want a camera in the courtroom of the proceedings.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's something we talked about yesterday, how in his opening, Johnny Depp's opening, he spoke so much about why he's doing this and all these allegations and how he's trying to clear his name, but he never once mentioned the Washington Post article. So it feels to me that he is speaking not so much to the jury. Yes, he's speaking to them, but to the public at large, right? He's trying to clear his name in the industry and the American public. He seemed a bit confused as to what was going on with the Washington Post article in cross-examination. I'm sure that his lawyers are going to tighten him up, but it just seems to me that this is more of him to benefit himself and also to throw Amber Heard under the bus. Let's not forget that. At the end, he's trying to paint her as a villain in all of this for the world at large.
All right. Imran Ansari and Jesse Weber, we will continue to watch your coverage on the Law and Crime Network, and thank you both for taking the time. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.